Hi and welcome to another video at booksgenie.ai. In this video I'm going to show you how you can create cryptogram puzzles in no time using booksgenie.ai. So let's get started. As always, we need to create a project. So I'm just going to go ahead and do that by clicking on Create New Project. This dialog will pop up. You have the option to create like a project from scratch, or you can use one of the pre-configured templates here. So I'm just going to go and choose puzzle book 6 by 9 inches, black and white. And here I'm just going to enter the name of my project. In my case, I'm going to use my cryptograms. You can choose the number of pages, but you can also always add pages and delete pages later on, so it's not a big deal. I will leave it at 120. Click on Next. This is just a recap of all the options that we selected, and this is basically the same settings that you need to choose when you upload this book, for example, on Amazon KDP. Let's click on Create Project. The project is created and opened in our book editor. And since this is about creating cryptogram, let's go straight to it. You simply go to the AI magic here, click on that. And you can see the cryptogram button here. This is new. We just released this one today, pretty much. So you click on it and this dialog opens up. As always, it's pretty simple to create puzzles using booksgenie.ai. So it's the same process as the other puzzles. All you need is basically a theme for your cryptograms. And if you don't have a theme, or you would like AI to suggest that for you, you can just click on this button here, Suggest Themes. When you click on this, you will have a list of topics or themes that you can use to actually create books around them. I will just choose the first one, like classic literature codes, cryptograms. And then for the language, you can choose different languages. For the sake of this demo, I'm gonna use English. Then we click Next. At this stage, we are being asked to select the pages where the puzzles will be placed. That means the number of pages you select would be equal to the number of puzzles you are creating. In my case, I'm going to create 12 puzzles for the sake of this demo. So I'm going to select page number 1 and then press on Shift and click on page 12 to select this range. You might be wondering that why did I choose the first page? Maybe we could use that one for the title. Maybe page 2 could also be blank, and then page 3 could be like how to use or how to solve these puzzles. And this would be blank, and then I should start by 5. I did this because with booksgenie, you don't really have to pre-plan all of these, because you can always add pages, rearrange pages once the book is created. So this demo is just focusing on how you create cryptograms, so it doesn't really matter. With that being said, we have like 12 pages selected. That means 12 puzzles will be created. Click on Next. And now at this step, we are being asked to select the pages where the solutions will go. Usually in activity books, the solutions will always be at the end of the book. So in this case, I'm going to, let's say, leave page 13 and 14 blank, because I will put like a title here, solutions, and then this would be like the back of that page, which is going to be blank. And then my solutions start at page 15. So I click on page 15, and then I need to select 12 pages. So I just press Shift and click up to here, and then I can generate the puzzles. Now we just have to wait for the AI to do its magic and generate our puzzles. It could take some time depending on how busy the servers are. So be patient and let the AI do its magic. That was pretty fast. Now once that's done, you can actually select page number 1 and you can see our first cryptogram puzzle. And we also include like a cipher table here, so that users, when they are trying to decipher this puzzle, they can keep track of what they were able to identify using this table here. So as you can see, we have all our cryptograms created and added to the pages that we selected. And then if we go to this page, which is page 15, you can see that we have our solutions. Now this is the solution of the cryptogram. As you can see, this is the actual code. And something to mention as well is this line here, which is basically a hint to guide the user to figure out what these cryptogram or what this code is about. And also here you can see that the cipher now has the actual values deciphered, right? So that means in this cryptogram, the A that we were seeing here is actually a T. And that's how you basically, if you're not familiar with cryptograms, that's what you will be doing. You need to identify the letters with the actual letter or the real letter to decipher or to decode these cryptogram. Obviously, as our other type of puzzles, you can customize how they look. So if I select now this cryptogram here, I can actually change the background of these cells. So I can, for example, use black, and then I can select this one to change the color to white. And now I have this look. I can even change, let's say, the border. Like the border color, I can make it even more darker. So now I have this look, and I can do something similar here, on the cipher here, right? So we can also change these to, let's say, the border to being black, and then I'm going to change the background here to also be black, and then I'm going to put the color to, let's say, white, right? And now look at how my table is looking. Similarly, you don't have to go ahead and repeat all of these steps in all the pages. You can always use our handy feature. You click, you right click on the element, and then you choose apply to similar. Clicking on this, you will get this confirmation, because what it will do, it will actually find all the elements in all the pages and modify them so that they will look similar to what we just selected. In this case, I'm going to click confirm, and then it's going to visit all the pages, find similar elements, and change their styles automatically. So we don't have to go and do that one by one. Great. So now if you can see here, we have all our cryptogram having the same look and feel, right? And as you can see, only this one changed, not the cipher, right? Because the cipher here is looking like this, but I only changed the look and feel of this one. That's why the cipher here in these pages are not changed, because they are different elements, right? If I want to do the same thing here, I can always just go here, right click, apply, and confirm. Now all my pages will have the same look and feel of the cipher. Great. Now, if I go to the other pages, you can see that they are actually the same. And here as well, like also the solution pages, now they have the same look and feel. And in the solutions, you can also change, let's say, this one's here, right? So I can probably change the solution color background to something like gray if I want to. And I can do this. So feel free to play around with the options that you have here to customize how the cryptogram looks. But this is pretty much how you can create cryptograms using booksgenie.ai. Another handy feature that I would like to actually show you. Before that, let's go to our page here, right? So we said we're gonna add the title. So I'm just gonna select that page, click on text, and then add the title here. And then I'm just gonna name this one solutions, just to basically separate the cryptograms from their solutions. Then I can also select it, make sure that it is in the center and it's in the middle. Now, the handy feature I would like to also demonstrate here is the preview book, right? So you can click on this button here to preview the book so that you have a better view on how the actual pages will look like. So this is now preparing the pages, and then we're going to see the preview of our book. Great, so this is the first page, right? This side here is basically the back of the cover. And now this is our first page. And then you can also just go and see the other pages. So this is how the book will look like, and this is how the pages will look like based on our page layout, right? And then we keep going. Then you see that we have solutions, and then it's going to be empty, and then the solutions would start. And that's exactly the desired layout that we wanted to have. And then you can click on this button here to exit the preview. And if you would like to, let's say, add new pages and so on, because you would like to have a title, you can always just go here and add a page, and then you can just go to this button here, rearrange pages. Now you can see all of the pages, and let's say I would like to have this empty page here, and then I would like to have also a blank page in between, and then I'm going to just do save arrangement. Now if I exit this one, I can see that my first page now is blank. So now I can add the title here. My cryptogram book. Just for the sake of this demo, you need to be really creative when it comes to names and so on. And then you can also make sure that it is centered, and then this will be blank, right? Now, if we go back here, you can always review your book and so on. Now that you are happy with the content, obviously you need to work and design a cover here. I'm going to do this in this demo for the sake of this video and for the sake of the time. You can always refer to see other videos where I demonstrate how you can actually create covers for your book. Then once you are happy, you can just click on export to export the cryptograms so that you can upload it into KDP. That's it for this video. Thank you for watching, and see you in the next one.